picture on a slow boat to China, all to myself alone. A twist in the rudder.
"2:17 a.m. So I'm in my office, staring out of the window and wondering to myself what kind of a mess an unhealthy male Caucasian, 6'2", 340 pounds, is going to make on the sidewalk 19 floors below when I get a call from Thompsonville, D.C. I climb down off of the radiator and take off the blindfold. The man's talking to me about some portrait he's lost. Correction. The man is talking about some portrait he wants me to find. A nice distinction. I tell this character, keep talking, I'm an art lover. $200 a day plus expenses. I ask him for a couple of leads. He starts telling me about his childhood. I cut him off and tell him to meet me at the airport. I'll be wearing a dahlia. He asks me, what's a dahlia? I tell him, I don't know, but the one I'll be wearing will be blue. He hangs up on me. I grab my coat and get the noose down from the top of the door frame. I check out my pocketbook. I still got the Frails 50 and 10s. I step downstairs and buy myself an airline ticket. I also pick up my heat from the hawk shop.
I've always claimed that I became a writer by accident. This is quite untrue. I had been making jottings in the margins of sketchbooks since the age of 10, although it wasn't till I was well into my 30s and earning my living as a painter that I got down to serious typing, forsaking temporarily canvas and bristle for the truly vulgar art of playwriting. I've plundered my life to feed the fiction. Now the tables are turned. I'm plundering the plays to flesh out the bones of this profile. What follows is an imperfect autobiography. The real clues are scattered through the plays and the recent television series like so much chaff.
You pull that trigger and you're going to spoil a perfectly sensible haircut.
You've missed a chunk just above his lug there. What's this, my more to get? It's a shoulder holster.
I dig the jacket.
When did you do this one?
You got a licence for that thing?
Licence? Didn't realise you needed a licence. 'Cause it's shark skinned, you mean?
Don't talk daft. That's never shark skin. It's more like shantung. Give us a gander.
Do you want me to put a slug through his noddle?
Hey! I thought you said that thing wasn't loaded.
Aye, all right. I'll batter him out of the skull weight then. Honest to God, see this boy of yours? No imagination.
The first job I had after coming down from St Mirren's Academy in 1957 was in the studio of a carpet factory. Well, not quite the studio. I was employed along with two other delinquents, this is one of them, as a slab boy. Slab boy's duties were many and various. He ground up the powder paint for the designers, practiced calisthenics, saw to his toilet, thought about dolls, Yankee music, his next pair of drain pipes, the Berlin situation, whether he asked Susie Kettles to the staff dance, and in general had as merry a time as possible. That was okay for the other two geeks. Me, I was bored stupid.
902, the Forgotten City. There ain't no one at the airport, but then again, I ain't wearing no dahlia neither.
In my first play, Writer's Cramp in 1977, I had my hero F.S. McDade compose a few lines of verse for a journal published by the post-Proustian penmen who were billeted at an army camp not far from Mulgai. The grains of sand, the clock's tick-tock, do each of us enslave. Look back, the parting's permanent. Ahead, see Marcel wave. According to McDade, it helped fill in the empty hours between manoeuvres.
Where'd you get the wireless, Hector? Never seen you with that this morning.
I had it planked down the bog. Didn't want MD to see it.
Is it what?
Watch it, Spanky, you'll break it.
Where's Luxembourg?
Can you get Luxembourg? It's no dark enough.
Oh, do you need a dark wireless? I never knew that. Oops.
Broke it!
Okay, it's easy fixed.
That's the last time I listened to you and fly Gatwick to Dundee by Londonderry Air. You get an orange for your in-flight breakfast, and they play you Danny Boy non-stop over the tannoy while you're feeling it.
I like it.
That's 'cause you're a tube. Morning, Phil. You're early today. It's only 11:30.
Anybody been looking for us?
Willie Curry was in about 10 minutes ago looking for that lemon yellow you promised, but I told him you had diarrhea and you take a big dish of it down to him later on. Oh, aye. There's some dunce for a TV show want to film your life story.
Who belongs to the jukebox?
Get a load of it trying to act casual like it was an everyday occurrence. A 19-year-old from Fergusley Park that's never heard that underpants or underarm deodorant getting his kisser on his celluloid. Mr. Cool, did you say? I said there was a guy for the TV.
How come there's nobody wants to record my life story?
Because Disney's already made that movie. Out my road, shorty.
You're joking, aren't you?
Of course I'm Murney. I was on at the Bug Hut last Thursday. Well, Ma took me and the young brother to see it. Pinocchio. It's one terrific movie.
A 9:15. I got across the river to get to someplace called Fifi. Brigadoon I seen 2 times. I could have stayed home watching TV.
Excuse me. Did I not see you on the television the other night?
So?
I thought it was you. Oh, Davy, look who it is. You gonna stick your name in this for my buddy? He's a big fan of yours. Are you there, Davy?
Who would you like me to make it out to?
You going across for a match?
No, I got a light at the arrivals lounge. I'm going across for a movie, and all going well, I'll have my portrait painted. There you go.
Shut that tap of that horn. Can you not see the boy's got a hangover? What did you say you were getting painted?
My portrait. I'm moving.
Get the boy to give the motor a couple of coats while he's at it.
Aye, thanks, pal. Cheers.
Is Davy there, Tom? Tell him I've got wee Jockey Wilson's autograph.
I think there might just be some confusion here twixt life and art.
I can't find nothing.
My name's McCann. Phil McCann. I'm a fictional character inhabiting a world of artifice and illusion. So over there, you dummy. Besides which, I don't even look like this guy.
What guy?
The guy that dreamed this lot up. Not even in 1957 did I look like this jerk. Look at that nose. Look at that nose. Entirely different physiognomy.
Do you mind, son?
10:06, Newport. Not Rhode Island, not the Caribbean, just Newport. And a strange-looking guy in a chicken house.
I hear you. This is a commissioned portrait, you bugger.
Aye, and so is this. Do you think I'd be sitting here battering this out of some dunce with the bloody TV hadn't asked me to?
Yeah, most emphatically, yeah.
Oh, faithful, we rode the range together. Oh, faithful, in every kind of weather. When your roundup days are over, there'll be pastures white with clover for you, oh faithful pal of mine. Hurry up, old fella, 'cause the moon is yeller tonight. Hurry up, old fella, 'cause the moon is mellow and bright. There's a coyote howling to the moon above.
According to my who's who in Scottish art, you was born in 1940. So what's all this about a Moss Park picture house in 1937?
Huh?
Been lying about her age again, have we?
It's where the usherette and the riveter first met. What have I told you about reading too much fiction?
So when did we get to the great romance? I don't recall any usherettes or riveters turning up in this particular picture.
Shh! No. I'm talking about the great off-screen romance. The usherette was Alice McShane from nearby Cardonald, and the river's name was Paddy Byrne. He was working in Fairfield shipyard at the time.
Your old man, right?
Correct.
So who was this Alice? What's her name?
Some gumshoe you're turning out to be.
I beg your pardon?
Hey, gonna jack it in, you guys. We're trying to watch the picture.
You get your tickets, you pair?
Oh, I get it. This is your mammy, isn't it?
You pass one mere remark and you get flung out. These are to the Golden Divans.
So?
So you're not eligible. The Golden Divans are reserved strictly for winching couples. Excuse me? Are you their boy?
Boy?
The fruit of their loins. Their offspring. Miss McShane and on me Naff in the boiler suit that used to come in here on a Wednesday matinee and pester the life out of her. Aye. You've got her profile.
What do you mean we're not eligible?
Just as well you didn't get the wee Naff's ears, isn't it? I told you! The Divans are for lovebirds.
She's here somewhere.
Shut up looking at us like that. You're just like Dumbos we had. The lady in the ticket kiosk will tell you. Right, you. This way for your refund. Is he adopted? Mind the step.
Maybe your Athmas killed her. Oh, nonsense. If she were dead, she'd be lying flat. Whoever heard of a dead person kneeling? Then why doesn't she speak? She's trying to be funny. I'll show her.
Have you seen any good movies lately?
I went to see The Untouchables, you know. I think it would be like that.
Aye.
On the 18th of July, Ness moved in. But it was really very disappointing. It was like a cowboy picture, which
Where
kind
did you
of put
see
me
this
off.
movie?
Saw it in Leicester
The Bug
Square.
Hut? Oh, Leicester Square.
The Bug Hut, Leicester Square, with a good sound on it. But it was so simple-minded, you know. Like, you know, Elliot Ness was Mr. Happily Married, and his kids were all cute. And there's lots of those bedtime scenes going, Daddy, cut away to man being shot, because the other guys are very, very bad, you know. It's like, you know, morality tale for morons. What's the last one you saw?
I think it was Song of Bernadette.
You're not going to make me look fat in this, are you? Make a triptych and put my bottom in as well.
Triptych.
Triptych, pardon me.
Talking of which, have you ever been to Paisley Museum?
Funny you should ask that, John. I haven't, no.
Yeah, because it's our next sequence.
Oh.
That one there with the silver barrel and the pearl handle, he used to say. I'd press my nose up against the glass. That was the one I shot the lion with in the steaming jungles of the Panama Canal. He used to say that all as one word, the Panama Canal. And then he'd point at the sword, the very one he'd skinned the mighty beast with. Forgetting, of course, that only the previous week he'd pointed out a quite different revolver with a non-ornamented barrel and a wooden grip, and a sword with a curly blade. They'd swapped a display case around between our last visit and this one. And I never got to sit in the bloody elephant. Paisley wasn't really the kind of museum where you saw models of boats or anything. They did have a wee elephant, which when we went to Paisley on a recce for this, the guy said it actually come from a circus. It was really a baby elephant, wasn't all that big, and it had been stuffed in the Paisley Museum. So when they discovered it had dry rot, they couldn't get it out the door, so they got a couple of guys to come in with a bandsaw and cut it up. And when they were slicing through, it went in fire. So it was an ignominious end to this poor wee elephant that all the Waynes and Paisley used to get to sit on. So it burst into flames. It was a Dali-esque spectacle, I imagine.
442, and I'm putting a tail on the little guy.
Who's this?
I had to hightail it fast out of that neighborhood. You better fill in some of the missing pieces, pal. I don't ever want to go back. I ought to know who this is, right?
Winter. An orange cliff of sun that rises above the reeking fog of the chain road offal pits and stains the card skull of houses hunkered in the hollow, a delicate shade of nicotine.
The first snowflake of the year settles on the spilled entrails of a dead dog by the curbside and blushes into a star. At the top of the crescent, the Crichtons, frog, toad and tadpole sleep the sleep of the recently lobotomised. Inside their dank burrow, they lie moths agape, breath frozen into a patchwork mist above the Everest of overcoats that supplements their dark bed linen, sandwiched between his brother's frog, crichton grunts, and prizes open a bloodshot eye. He rolls the eye to heaven and sniffs. The smell of meat makes his nostrils quiver. Next door at number 17, the Boyle's black massive gong sits bolt upright in the scullery, unlocks its massive jaws and howls 1,000 dead and decaying Clydesdale's thunder, mouth wateringly round and round inside that great skull as the stench from the Chain Road abattoir seeps through crack and keyhole. The youngest Boyle, a sandy-haired cherub of 16 months, turns over in its cot and buries its rumpled head in its unfragrant bolster, so furious the width of hoof and horn. Ever onwards it travels, this welcome, unwelcome, invisible, uninvited guest, this creeping stink, this funk. At the foot of the crescent it hesitates, lingers, then sends its malodorous tentacles groping along each close and quadrant clinging to the brickwork until it finds a way indoors. No household escapes,
no fabric, furnishing, hairdo nor vestment is left unsullied. No follicle is spared. The noxious guff enfolds the denizens of Figi in a great smelly blanket and smothers them as they slumber. A small army of scurvy-thighed boys, milk crates jinking at their elbows, their white faces buttoned to their heads with little black eyes, marches through the maze of streets in the wake of the great invader, depositing health and happiness at every other doorstep for all of fourpence halfpenny a pint. A shivering whippet nips nervously across the avenue behind the Scottish farmer's float. The drunken palings outside number 27 are checked, sniffed, checked again, then passed. A leg is cocked.
The orange spliff above performs yet another minor miracle, and a golden pond appears upon the undulating concrete of the jungle.
There were one or two escape routes from this Garden of Eden. Most of them prickly paths that led your boy explorer or circuitous Dan straight back into the swamp. One path, however, did lead to the promised land. Ahead of me is Yankee Mags, a temple that could be glimpsed from afar by the way-faced loon who stood beside stout Cortez upon that peak in Darien. Well, slightly to the north of Darien. For the Scottish equivalent of a dime, you got to meet some of the strange and wonderful inhabitants of this new world. The Cats and Jammer kids. Nancy and Slugger. Archie and Jughead soon became my pals. The usherette and the riveter got the heave-ho, and I put myself up for adoption by Dagwood and Blondie Bumstead. There was even one guy up the next close to us who got unofficially engaged to Naoka the Jungle Girl. And as far as any of us knew, she wasn't even a Catholic. That's how besotted we got. But it wasn't just the pictures. It was the smell. Brand new, never opened, mint condition Dells and DCs. All American, all in colour, all yours for the price of a double nugget. One sniff at the back page of a Dick Tracy was enough to send your average Paisley Wayne reeling out onto the sidewalk to recover.
I'll be back in a minute. I've just OD'd in a Captain Marvel 52 pager. Oh, yeah.
By the time I reached the qualifying class of Our Lady of Lourdes Primary School, I was limping alongside Billy Batson, the crippled news vendor. When Billy looked skyward and cried out, "Shazam, bam!" So did I.
Only B. Batson got the bulging biceps and the blue suit with the snazzy wee red cape at the back, while I was left clutching the kit bag with my play piece still inside it.
Oh, that's better. Some trip, eh?
Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. Well, I saw my baby walking with another man today. When I asked her what's the matter, this is what I heard her say.
Right, that's the American cream soda. What else was it you wanted?
It must be the surroundings, but I suddenly feel this desperate need for a weenie.
For a what?
A weenie?
No, sorry, I'll have to go next door to the wool shop. We haven't got it, gents. Do you want me to get you something to eat while you're away?
Aye, very droll, Donna. I'll
weenie is something to eat. It's Yankee.
I can do you a water biscuit, and the name is nae Donna. It's Veronica.
It says Donna on your jersey.
It says American on your cream soda. It's bottled in Loch Winnoch. Now, do you want this water biscuit, or do you not want this water biscuit?
No, I do not. Neither do I want your kisser hanging over my drink. You're taking the bubbles out my cream soda. Oh!
Here you are, what kept you? I was away getting threepenny bits for the jukebox.
Get us a couple of hot dogs and a 7-Up, sweetheart. Get us a couple of hot dogs and a 7-Up, sweetheart.
Sure.
You were away getting what for the jukebox?
2 pieces and sausage and a Vimto, Bruno.
Threepenny bits. They didn't have any in the till, so I had to go next door to the wool shop. Here, you really suit that colour. You want to get the doll there to knit you a beanie?
Aye, all right, cheeky, I'm going to look in a beanie, you dummy. We can stick that in the Wurlitzer. Goody, hurry up with them hot dogs, doll.
Way back in 56 when I was 17, I was there that loved me tender, I was Jimbo Dean. The Gibsons wailing Donby crew, so hot they call me Mr. Cool. With my Eddie Cochran hairdo and my gadgety hair, in my Dewey Martin top coat I was king for a day. My blue suede shoes were made for kids, so cool way back in 56.
Threepenny bits.
I was moody, I was mixed up, though my IQ was high. I was too dumb for romance, and I was too young to die. But I was old enough to act the fool when it came to playing Mr. Cool.
A weenie is something to eat. It's Yankee.
Oops.
You swine! You swine! You broke it!
That's easy fixed.
I found this noise deeply irritating.
That's 'cause you're a tube.
I like it.
I way back in 56 when rock and roll was legal. I was windy, hopping crazy, I was cutting mirror. I was the drums and dances way through school. That's why they call me Mr. Cool. That's why they call me. That's why they call me. That's why they call me Mr. Cool.
Who belongs to the jukebox?
Mr. Cool, did you say? I said, there was a guy here for the tea. Oh, hold on, we've done that bit.
We'll go from hey Spanks to thinking off your head's catch.
Aye, fine. Oh! Short blocking is shorty.
Thinking off your head's catching.
What, you mean your crabs or Eggy Boy's plooks? It's not your maw again, is it?
Took her away last night. She wasn't that bad, is her? Not for her, that is. All she done was dive through the cooperative windows and run up the street we're hearing for.
So that was normal in Fergusley?
My mother had been ill and she'd been taken into the hospital. So maybe round about the age of 15, 16, I found a great exhilaration in the drama of it all.
Yeah, but that's mostly the drink.
And that drama was an essential part of my life.
How long she been this time?
Usual 6 weeks, I expect. First week tied to a rubber mattress. Next 5 wired up to a generator.
That's shocking.
That's when we can get in to see her. Take her for a stroll across the ECT and coffee bar. Slip her some pocket money. 3 of us just sit there staring at the French cakes. The old man wishing the bell would go, and her hoping to Christ there's a Gillette blade inside the 10-bob note we gave her. Did I ever tell you about the convalescent home we used to go to?
Don't think so, kid.
Place was chock-a-block with invalids. Head cases soaking up the Clyde breeze before being pitched back into the hurly-burly of everyday life.
329 and the picture's beginning to come together.
Old age pensioners, their skulls full of mush. Single guys in their 40s in too short trousers and intellects to match. Middle-aged women in ankle socks roaming about looking for a letterbox to stick their postcards through. Abject bloody misery it was. Dark brown linoleum you could see your face in. Bathroom mirrors you couldn't. Lights out at 7:30. No wireless, no comics, no nothing. Compulsory hymn singing for everybody, including the bedridden. Towels that tore the skin off your bum when you had a bath. Steam fish on Friday for a special treat. The one highlight was this doll of about 19 or 20. There we all were, sitting in the sun lounge, curtains drawn, listening for the starch wearing out on matron's top lip. When this doll appears, takes a couple of hops into the room, then turns this cartwheel right down the middle of 2 rows of deck chairs, lands in her pins. Ta-da! Brilliant! I started to laugh and got a scalp in the nut. The matron was beeling.
About a scalp?
About the cartwheel. It was the high spot of the holiday. I felt ready for art school after that. Well, almost ready.
Right, you pair. Chuck shaking, will you? It's only an art school. You go first, and old Lefty there will be right behind you. Right. Go. Yeah, but supposing they're all budding Botticellis, and they'll all know each other, I'm going to feel all right.
Is you just starting, son? Yes, I remember my first day. We were all budding Botticellis, only I didn't know any when I felt all right. All right, I'm moving. Don't I know you from somewhere? Right, fine, I'm moving. Take my advice. Keep your head down and your pecker up. Always carry a sharp pencil and a big rubber. They'll try to tell you can't draw. Don't listen to them. Yeah. Don't dog the life class. I did. Look what happened to me. I'm away to catch up with this bugger that's painting my portrait. So long, kiddo. Happy sketching. All right, already.
Oh well, here goes. I know these should ring a slight bell, but I don't.
Oh, no, those were painted in Italy in 1963. You haven't been there yet.
Oh. Well, I enjoy it, do you think?
I didn't, but you might. That was a gag.
Ah, we're getting metaphysical, right?
No, it was just a gag.
When did you say I was going to Italy? Nobody mentioned anything to me.
1963, the year JFK got assassinated.
JF who?
The year you in?
First year general course, but I'm hoping
No, stupid. Which calendar year?
Oh, 58. Who did you say got assassinated?
Will you check us over that suntan oil?
No, really. It was the coldest winter in European living memory. I had to sleep in my overcoat.
Any chance of getting on with this portrait? It's turning quite chilly out here.
Here's what it was really like.
It says, scene 47, exterior, Italy 63 in my script.
I know, but it was freezing.
Oggi sarà anche più peggio. Nel fatto la maggior età dei paesi alla località di Perugia, Spoleto, Assisi e Piemonte, vedo che sciocca e la temperatura cala sotto zero. E domani la montagna attorno al lago Trasimeno cala pure sotto.
The Gibsons wail and don't be cruel. That's why they call me Mr. Cool.
Having left Scottish television, where I'd worked as a graphic artist, to rejoin the carpet manufacturers, again I found it fairly boring. So to alleviate that boredom, I got myself a plan. I had seen in one of the Sunday magazines a feature on 6 galleries which dealt with knives. And I thought, what a wheeze. So I got a wee bit of cardboard and painted a man holding flowers.
Snorkel Gallery, Grafton Street, London, West 1. Sirs, please find enclosed 2 paintings, Ecce Homo, and on the inside of the kettle, George the Baptist. These are the work of a...
I made it my father, Patrick Byrne.
Scone Semple. A pensioner from Nairn. I came upon this remarkable man sketching in the grounds of the Temperance Hotel, my port of call when I'm in that part of the world. I was immediately struck by the singularity of his vision. He has but one eye, and the fact that Ecce Homo had been executed on Formica. Tell me, is he worth a show? Yours faithfully, F.S. McDade.
I told the gallery that they couldn't possibly get in touch with him because he was at his beach hunting down, and they wrote back saying, could you send us some more of his work? And so I adopted my father's name.
P.S. Should you wish to contact the artist, you may do so by telephoning his son as simple pair is hard at work in his beach hut at the noon. P.P.S. I have in my possession a portrait of Mahatma Gandhi painted on a billiard cue and the specially designed brushes used by Mr. Semple in his execution of the kettle study of the Baptist. Should you wish to purchase these, please remit any checks post-haste to By the Wee, Nits Hill, yours at the oblige, Francis Seneca McDade. Oh, and a PPPPS.
The Bond Street shows were very successful. Patrick paintings hung in the bunkers and boudoirs of Cheney Walk and beyond. But what had started out as a pleasure eventually became a bind. I was hoisted by my own petard. The climax came when a leading fashion house sought out the services of the geriatric limner to model cowboy chaps across a 40-page spread in Vogue. The Avis Ruricus turned out to be an albatross. He had to be put down. Patrick hung up his palette and I picked up Quink and Stylus.
And this is what I have to say. Don't you know you can't be started? So long, that's all. Goodbye.
I started writing the Slam Boys around about 1975. There was draft 17. I actually went on in 1978. As you're writing the stuff, you're all the characters.
I said, there was a guy here for the tea.
You're all the characters anyway.
No, hold on, we've done that bit.
We'll go from his banks to thinking of your head's catching.
Aye, fine. Whoa!
When you're painting a still life as a self-portrait.
Chuck blocking his shorty.
The clues that are scattered through the plays and the recent series, like So Much Chaff.
The Garden of Remembrance. So what's to remember? I love her. I love her not. You embarrassed me. Are you listening? I said you embarrassed me. No. Not because you were mad. For me, that was a bonus. Not everybody in Darkwood Crescent had a mad mother. Some had collections of Marvel family comics. Some had army badges. Me? I had you. Transparent, uneducated. And you never spoke right either. How come you never said use or bend the room? You were stupid enough, weren't you? Now what did you hanker after a writing bureau for? Trying to act it off, were we? Eh? Christ, you couldn't even write right. Right! Oh, for me? Did you want it for me? Thanks a million!
J'avais sa préférence, j'étais son seul bonheur. Hélas, les apparences et le sort sont trompeurs. Un autre a pris ma place, tout passe, tout casse, tout lasse. Des grands mots, oh pourquoi, n'en dit-elle-lui, bonjour pour moi. Elle croit que j'ai beaucoup de chagrin. Aujourd'hui non, mais peut-être demain. Je tire ma révérence et m'en vais au hasard par les routes de France, de France et de Navarre. Mais dites-lui quand même, simplement que je l'aime. Dites-lui, voulez-vous, bonjour pour moi, et voilà tout. Je n'ai plus d'espérance, je remporte mon cœur par les routes de France ou bien d'ailleurs. Mais dites-lui quand même, simplement que je l'aime. Dites-lui, voulez-vous, bonjour pour moi, et voilà tout.
Sorry.
Do you want me to put a slug through his noddle?
Hey! Thought you said it wasn't loaded.
Aye, all right, all right.
I thought of you.
Stop moving your
last
lips.
night. I thought of you and thought of you until the morning light.
Well, almost ready.
And I couldn't sleep.
Oh, see
And
there.
I couldn't sleep.
I'm afraid you're next week. You're doing Robbie today.
Last night.
Cheerio.
Because Disney's already made that movie. Out my road shortly.
I wanted you and wanted you and wished with all my might that you'd come to me, that you'd come to me last night.
E Piemonte credo che sciocca e la temperatura cala sotto zero e domani alle montagne attorno al
Oh, really, it was the coldest winter in living memory. I had to sleep in my overcoat.
But that was many moons ago. A lot of water, not to mention other things, has passed under the old pontoon since then.
The ever-increasing insatiability of the vampire ants has ravaged this poor frame. The man you once knew and admired has been sacrificed at the altar of creative writing. Broken on the Ostwald wheel.
The young Horatio was toppled from the bridge.
No more will these delicate hands forge pages of molten prose from the base metal of experience. No more these mitts heap coals upon the sacred flame. Mars has reclaimed his anvil.
The Colossus, his torch.
Come, Father, unwrap the chrism and dab a few spots on this unworthy brow.
Right, that's me. I'll wait to take this to the framers. See you sometime, eh?
That's it then.
How is he?
Sinking fast. I wouldn't go in there if I was you.
I've got to go, and they've flown me all the way up. Has he had, what do you call it? The last rites. Or am I getting mixed up with Hogmanay?
You lived, you died. What do you want a stupid headstone for anyway? Think I'm going to forget you? You'll get the name, the date, and good riddance in sans serif, and that's it. Well, what do you want me to put? I don't want to feel sorry for dead people. Don't I remember them even? You gotta have done something while you were here. Being a lunatic just ain't enough, Ma. What do you want a stupid headstone for? You left your monument. I'm carrying it around with me. What do you think this is, a bloody humph?
Bring you some guppies, old son. Wee Tommy Cairn sends his regards.
Midnight, day 29. I finally get the picture.
I call it a life study, but then again, what the hell do I know? 200 a day plus expenses. You don't ask too many questions, right? That's it. I run out of tape. I run out of...
In my Dewey Martin top coat, I was king for a day. My blues with shoes are made for kids. So cool way back in 56. That's why they call me Mr. Cool.